For the preparation of arrabbiata sauce, first of all we need to blanch tomato. So for that what we need to do? We have to just place the water on the range, okay? And what you have to do, once the water will be reached at boiling temperature, then you have to pour this tomato into it. Before that what you will do, you can see over here what are the ingredients. Tomato is kept over here. Then we have chopped garlic, chopped onion, leek, okay? Then we have celery. After that chili flakes is there, basic bell pepper, 3 types of bell pepper such as capsicum is also there. Then we have zucchini, broccoli, cheese is there, and tomato juice as well as salt, pepper and bay leaf we are going to use it. Pasta is also kept over here. It is spaghetti pasta. I'll show you how to prepare all these things. So let the water boil. Meanwhile what we need to do, we have to just take the, and then we have to remove the eyes of tomato. Actually this is known as the eyes of tomato. So you will take one carving knife and with that you will remove the eyes of this tomato. Like this, okay? You have to remove like this. You will do the same process with all the tomato. To prepare the arrabbiata sauce, always try to use whole red tomato, okay? It should be totally red. And why? Because it will provide the color into the dish. So you can see I have chosen all the red tomato. After each and every task, whatever wastage or whatever trimming of vegetables will be on your chopping board or might be on your table, you have to remove it, okay? Once the water will be reached at the boiling temperature, then we will put the tomato into it. We have to do, we have to just take the tomato and we have to just make a sign of plus over here, okay, on the tomato. You need to make sign of plus or you need to give a cross mark over there. Anything according to your choice. Why we are going to follow this procedure? To de-skin the tomato, to remove the skin from the tomato. Now we will place this tomato into this boiling water. We will wait for 2 to 3 minutes. After that we will use ice water. Put it beside the room. Now I am going to just de-skin the tomato. There's seed also, or if you want you can chop it like this also. Okay, so I am just going to chop it in small sizes. You have to just chop it roughly. Why? Because again you need to cook it with some herbs, with some spices. I'll show you what dry herbs. That is why you all are aware about that. Whenever you are having the pizza, so on the top of pizza you will see oregano is going to be a sprinkle and it will be a dry herbs, right? Arrabbiata sauce. For that what we need to do, so I will just pour chopped garlic into it. once the garlic will be converted into golden color, you can see it is going to be converted into golden color. Then we have to add little chili flakes into it. Okay, not more than that. Little chili flakes. Chili flakes and oregano should not be burned, so you have to keep it in mind all these things. Then you will use basil essence. Okay, and after that you will use onion into this dish. So now we can see onion has been roasted. So what we have to do, we have to use the tomato into it. Okay? Okay, we need to let it be cooked. Once it will become tender, after that we will add tomato juice into it. Okay, we have to use tomato juice into it. If you want, you can add little tomato ketchup or tomato paste into it. We will just add the tomato juice into it. Okay? If you want, you can add a stock also. Okay, into continental dishes you cannot use the water to control the consistency into the food. You have to always use a stock. So this is a vegetarian dish, that is why we need to use veg stock into it. You have to add little olive oil into it. Why? Because if you place the pasta into it, there are lots of chances that will stick with each other. That is why we need to use little oil into it. Once the water will be reached at boiling temperature, after that we have to place pasta into it. Okay, and we have to cook it for 90 minutes. The consistency, we have poured a stock into it. Okay, tomato has become messy, it means it has become tenderized. So what I will do, I will remove all the basil stem from here, and then I will place it into mixer grinder and I will make a paste of it. Not the fully paste, but I will just crush it. Why? To give the good texture into the pasta. Okay. Now you can see the texture of the sauce. It's become totally creamy, and after that we will use into the preparation of the pasta. For making of arrabbiata sauce, you have to place olive oil into it. Okay. Then you need to add a teaspoon of onion, not more than that. Chopped leek and chopped celery, you will also add into it. Chopped leek and chopped celery. Both of these are known as the herb, and it will improve the flavor. So let it be cooked. After that we will add. Has been reached at boiling temperature, so we need to place pasta into it. Don't force the pasta, like you don't need to push it. Once the below part of the pasta will be cooked, slowly it will be go inside the water. Okay, otherwise your pasta will be break. Why I have used julienne? If you want, you can use into diamond cut. If you want, you can use into chopped. You have to just look your watch After 9 minutes, we will take out the pasta from it. This is the zucchini. Okay, I have used the vegetable into this preparation. That is carrot. Okay, julienne cut of carrot. Then we have used 3 type of bell pepper. Then we have used zucchini into it. And at last I am going to add broccoli into it. Broccoli is a very famous vegetable, we all are aware of it. And it belongs from the flower category of the vegetable. So let it be sauteed first, after that we will add sauce. Okay, before adding the pasta, you have to check the seasoning of the sauce. Boil. After 9 minutes, we will take it out. We need to add a stock. Okay. So we have to remove all the water from this pasta, and then I will place. After that, what you will do, we need to place some oil into it. Why? Because it cannot be stiff. If we will use the oil and then we will mix it like this, then you can store this blanch pasta for 5 to 6 days. Okay? But you have to maintain the perfect temperature for this. If you will not maintain the perfect temperature, then it can be spoiled within 3 to 4 days, because this is a cereal product. Okay. Then we need to add oregano into it. After that, we will use salt into it. Sugar into it. You have to be very careful whenever you are going to prepare this sauce, because it will be just come out from the gravy. Just come out from the gravy from this pan. Why? Because now it is going to be cooked. Or Parmesan cheese. It's a hard cooking cheese. You can add at the time of cooking of food. For 1 packs, okay, like this, with the help of this tongue, and after that you have to just mix it with this, right? You don't need to, okay, use the spatula now, otherwise what will happen, your pasta will be break into this pan. If you want to use the spatula, then you can use from the side. Okay, you have to just mix the pasta, and then you have to take it out from there. Okay. If you want, you can add chopped basil also into this. I'm just going to add little chopped basil, and then I will take it out from the heat. So this is ready to serve. We will take the pasta plate for this with the help of tongue, and you have to place it, and then you have to turn it like this. According to your convenience, you have to take out the pasta. Okay. After that, for the serving, we have to just reduce this balsamic vinegar. your primavera spaghetti with arrabbiata sauce is ready to serve.